What's happening is I'm allowing my negative thoughts to dictate my present and future behavior based on a false reality, a false narrative that's happening in my mind that actually hasn't happened yet. But I'm so attached to my thoughts that I think that my thoughts are reality. And as I fail to remain conscientious, I fall into the trap of living from fear again as I believe my thoughts versus question my thoughts versus question the authenticity of my thoughts. And that's how I get trapped in a trap, in a pattern, in unconscious behavior, because I have a thought and I just react to that thought versus assessing that thought and its validity. So as I live unconsciously, I become addicted to my routines and negative thinking. And it is only through conscious awareness, it is only through living presently that I can really articulately and conscientiously create my life intentionally by being intentional of who I am and how I'm showing up in the present moment. And let's take it a step further. I'm not no preacher, but the Bible says that God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. So when you're sitting up predicting the bad things that are going to happen, predicting the worst case scenario versus the best case scenario versus what if it does work out versus giving the things that you want, your desires, a chance, I want you to ask yourself, if you believe in God and if you believe in negative energy, I want you to think about who gives you those negative thoughts. Do you think God is really telling you to sit up and think about the worst case scenario? Or do you think God would want you to think about the best case scenario and what possibly could happen? Do you think God is sitting up reminding you of your past mistakes? No, it's the Bible says that the enemy reminds you of who you were yesterday. It's not God. The enemy comes to remind you of your past. So when you're sitting up reminding yourself of the past, what energy are you acting from? Is that positive energy? I really want you to think about what you're doing. And of course, if you're thinking of a positive past memory, okay, it doesn't apply. But I'm saying when you're thinking about all the hurt and pain, who wants you to continue to think about those things? And how do those thoughts make you feel? Who wants you to relive? Because you feel a feeling when you're thinking of those thoughts. So think about the entity behind wanting you to suffer in your present what you suffered already in your past. And why are you choosing to intentionally suffer the pain of yesterday by keeping those negative conversations and thoughts and experiences alive with your present dialogue? And why are you choosing that for yourself? I mean, don't you deserve to feel good? Don't you deserve to be optimistic? Don't you deserve to hope for a better future? I mean, but you avoid that when you stay stuck in the past.